I think the rest will catch us along the way. So I had actually sent you the practice exercise and the Excel data. So I want us to actually apply. Let me admit Ruth. So welcome Ruth. We are just starting. So Ruth, make sure you have the Excel file that I shared in the group, and also the practice exercise that I also shared with you, that I shared in the group. So you can download it first. Hope you can see my screen from your end. Kindly confirm, please.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, so I just decided to share with you this practice exercise so that it can enhance our comprehension on the lookup functions and how you can actually use them to solve a business problem. So this is just an hypothetical scenario that I just created. So I wanted you to apply the lookup functions in order to come up with solutions to these problems. So I know we understand more by solving business problems like this. So by the end of this lesson, I believe we'll all be good and or we'll all be conversant with how these lookup functions work. So all along we've been looking at functions like XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, index, match, so and how you can combine them together. So yesterday we actually used the same functions to solve a certain business problem, but I realized we needed more practice on the same, so that we can gain a deeper understanding of these lookup functions. So let's go straight to the exercise. So the exercise was, supposing now you are a data analyst of Isuzu Motorbikes. So this company specializes in selling motorbikes, and customers actually are from different countries and they place orders online. So when they place an order online, so there is the order date and the date in which that order is being delivered to the customer. Yeah. So they deal with various brands of motorbikes. So they sell motorbikes accessories, motorbikes clothing, and also the bikes. So and these products are of different models. Yeah. So now here the case is, supposing now the sales manager of this company approaches you and he wants to know the following. So in business, or for example in our workplace, maybe the sales team or the manager might be asking himself several questions, and maybe he needs answers from you. So the first question here that he wants to be addressed, he wants to know the number of days it took to deliver these orders to the customers. So, and he has provided you with the following order numbers, and also you have the data. Now you have the whole data set, the one that I have just shared with you. So he wants to know how many days did it take to deliver these orders to the customer. Then apart from that, he wants to know the cost of the items, the price, the order date, the date in which these orders were delivered, the customer name, the customer state, the customer country, and also he wants to know the profit that was generated from these orders. Yeah. So this is an hypothetical scenario that you may find yourself in as a data analyst. So what is your first approach to this to such a scenario, or to such a problem or a challenge? So the first thing that you actually need to know is, first of all, to understand the question, or to understand the problem that is being addressed, and then figure out the best approach of solving that problem. Yeah, so here I have the order numbers, and I need now to address these questions. Now, how am I going to do that? So you can see these orders are many. So I cannot just go into the data and just start navigating one order after another one. So it will be actually a tedious task for me to do that. So what I need actually to do, I have to come up with a way, a simpler way of solving this problem that will actually help me save time also. Yeah. Remember, in the workplace we deal with timelines, so you have to think of a solution within a very short time, and you do not want to go a long way or a long process before you can come up with a solution. So I'm hoping that you have this data. So now let us see how we can solve this. So hope you can see my Excel sheet from your end.
No,
You can't.
no.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and reshare again. You can see my screen now. Kindly confirm now.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how I figure how I thought this could be the best way to approach such a problem. So I want us to do it step by step together. So I want you first to come up with a template like this. Yeah. So I'll take you step by step on how you can do this, so that we go together as I do and we also do from your end. So go to the practice exercise PDF file, highlight these order numbers the way I'm doing like this, right click and copy. Hope you are doing it from your end also the way I'm doing. So in one of the cells in the worksheet, paste. So I have pasted these order numbers here. So after pasting these order numbers here, you can see I had numbered these orders A, B, C, D up to K. But I do not want to see that in this instance. So I want only to remain with order numbers alone. So for me to remain with order numbers alone, just select this range of cells like that.
Fred,
Yeah,
when I paste mine in the Excel,
yeah.
they're pasting in form of a row instead of a column. How do I adjust that?
And you've just copied the same way I've done.
Yes.
Like this. Copy. Come here. Right click and paste. See, mine is coming as a column.
Friend, I'm also having the same problem.
Yeah. Okay. So yours is coming as row. Eh? Okay. So what you can do, just select that data. I think it's in a row like this. Yeah. Isn't it? Copy and then paste as you see the fourth option of pasting. Yeah. Transpose. For example, let me try using this. You see now my data is arranged column wise. Yeah. But if I want this data to be arranged row wise, I can copy and then come here. Then under these paste options, I choose the transpose option. So you see now my ranges are now arranged, or my orders are arranged now in a horizontal format. So for me now to maybe adjust this, maybe so that they can appear in a column, I just copy and then I come here, I paste using the first option of transposing like that. Have you managed? Hello?
For me, not yet.
Kindly share your screen. Paste. Go to where you have it.
When I choose the special, paste special, I don't have options.
Okay, so just paste the way it is right now. Choose the first option of pasting. undo and paste using the first option. Highlight the whole of that data from A, from A, from A, the data from that is row 2, row 2, row 2, the data alone.
That way.
Select the whole data, A, B, C up to it. Up to K. Right click. Right click. I don't know why you don't have the option for pasting, for transposing. So where is your, where did you copy it from, the exercise file?
Just a minute. I copied it from the practice exercise.
Yeah, I want to see it. Maybe you can share it.
I stopped sharing the Excel.
Yeah, first. Caro and Ruth, are you finding any problem while copying and pasting?
I don't know why I'm having a challenge sharing the practice exercise.
Yeah,
And I've downloaded it.
you can just
But
download it. I think it's in the download folder after you've downloaded. Carol and Ruth, are you also having the same challenge?
Yes, sir. Okay, let me share my screen, you see. Let me tell
Okay,
you
kindly
what the
share.
name for.
Kindly share.
You haven't granted me the rights because it's telling me that I can't share. I don't have permission.
Okay, let me do this. To make the work easier, I can share this again in the group so that you download immediately. Sasa email kila mtu nimtumie kwa email. Ni wote wako na challenge. I have shared in the group. The ready Excel file with the template. Just download it. Rutwin, I am sending you through the email because you can't access it via WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay, hope you've seen I've just sent, and I hope you've downloaded from WhatsApp.
Some downloading.
Yes. So hope you have downloaded. Rutwin, have you seen your email?
Yes, I have. Thank you.
Okay, so you can follow along with that Excel.
Okay.
So let's continue. So let me share my screen. So this is the approach I used to come up with a solution of that problem. So first of all, I highlight my order numbers column wise. Then the first question that the manager wanted to be solved was to find the delivery days that it took to deliver these orders. So how many days did it take to deliver this order? And what was the cost of this order? What was the price? What was the order date? What was the delivery date? Who was the customer? And then the state of that customer, and also the country, and also the profit made from this order. So the lookup functions can actually help us to solve such kind of problems. So to be specific, the index and match function is the one that is most appropriate to use in such an instance, because as we had said earlier, the index returns the value at the intersection between the rows and the column, and the match function returns the position of that item. So let us try to use the index and match to
Freddy,
find.
just a minute.
Yes.
What do you need to look for to inform your decision of which lookup VLOOKUP function to use?
Or the parameters that I have to look for so that I can make a decision on what lookup functions to use. Is that your question?
Exactly.
Okay, it depends with the problem that you want to solve. For example, you see I've been provided with this data. So the sales manager has come up with these order numbers. Yeah. And what he wants to know specifically, he wants to know one, he wants to know the days it took to deliver uh, these orders. So what am I looking for here? I am looking for a value. Yeah. I'm not looking for an aggregate or something like a total or what. I'm looking for a value. And whenever you are looking for a value, maybe in data, so the first thing that should cross up on your mind is the lookup functions. So when you know it's lookup functions that you want to use, then know the use of each lookup function. For example, if I know the use of index, I know how I can use it. If I know the use of match, I know exactly what I can use it for. So having the knowledge now of this lookup function and what each lookup function does, so that will be the first basis that will inform your decision on which lookup function you are going to use. Yeah. So in such a scenario, so let's take the first scenario of we want to find the delivery days in which it took maybe to deliver this order. So when I come to my data, yeah, I can see I have the order numbers and there are so many of them. Yeah. And then when I just scroll to the right, I have the number of days it took to actually deliver these orders. But specifically, for the order that I have chosen, I do not know the number of days it took to actually deliver that order. So this information it's arranged in a column, and this one is also is arranged in a column. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the delivery days. Yeah. Here, and then here, what I know, what is common here is the order number. So I've been provided with a particular order number. So I do not know in this data where that order number is located. Yeah. So which lookup function can I use maybe to locate that order? So that actually informs me that I should now resort to using the index and match. So the index to return the value and the match to return also the position. So let us do this example. So let us try using the index is equals to index. So when you type is equals to index, you have the array, that is the first argument. And I told you when you hear of the word array, it's a range of cells where your value lies. For example, in our case here, where does this order number lie in our data? Where can we find this order number? So that place where we can find that order number is the array. So we go to where we have the array. So that my order numbers are in column A. Put F4 to lock that. So I know my order numbers are in column in column A, isn't it? And then what I need to know is in column A. Then what are we looking up for? So you can introduce the match function. So when we do the match function, put to be here, put that, and then close bracket and close. Okay, it is telling me I have entered to few arguments. So it's equals to index. So the number of delivery days, go to the right, put F4, and then match. So let me put this here. And then I put a comma. So the lookup array, I want it to look here. Put F4. And then we want an exact match. So I can see it took 6 days to deliver this order. Yeah, so we can autofill downwards to find the rest of the orders like that.
Fred,
Yes.
allow me to take you back a little.
Yeah.
I think this whole VLOOKUP thing has been hanging on me.
Yeah.
So when we are selecting the match, we are selecting from the data sheet or from the report summary. And then your screen is not real time, so I can't see the formula.
What about now? Can you see the screen?
No.
You can't see it?
Okay. You're not sharing.
Okay, let me reshare. How about now?
I'm waiting for it. Now is okay.
Yeah, so I think we can just start over, maybe, so that you can gain an understanding. So let me expand that so that you can see the formula. So we want to know the number of delivery days in which it took to deliver this order. So is equals to index is equals to index. So what we are looking is the number of delivery days. So you go to data. This is where we have your data. And we have a column, that is column Q on my end, where we have delivery days. So that is our array, where our answer lies. So we introduce now the match function. So and the first argument for the match function is the lookup.
Just hold on. Fred.
Yeah.
don't cause
I won't.
I had selected the order ID as the array.
No,
So I think
we ain't finding the order ID. We are finding the delivery days. So choose delivery days. That's column QQ.
So do I highlight the entire data array or just column Q?
Column Q, because it's specifically column Q where our answer lies. So we're looking at delivery days, and in column Q is where we have delivery days.
So the sheet is Q1.
So the sheet
Q.
the sheet is data QQ. So the column is column Q.
So when I select from my end,
Yeah.
the Q column,
Yeah.
I'm getting a Q1. And when I check your formula, it's only Q. So I should highlight the entire column.
The entire column, yeah.
Okay.
The entire column. Just go above, hover around the column Q, and then you just click on it and press F4.
So I'm getting Q1 and Q2. Okay, this is weird. I don't know.
For example, let me do this. So the array, so you see I've typed is equals to index, isn't it? Hope you are following.
Yeah, I am.
Go to data. Yeah. So delivery days is in column Q. Like that. You see I've selected column Q. You see where my cursor is? It's to the top right. Yeah, that's column Q. And then press F4. After you've done that, now introduce the match function. So we have match. So type is equals to match. So when you type match, so the first argument is the lookup value, the value that you are trying to look for. So we are trying to look for this order. So put a $sign before B3. And then what do you want? It's the lookup array. Where does this order ID lie in your data? So order ID, it's in column A. Just press F4. And then you want an exact match, like that. You get 6 days. Are we together up to that point? Caro, are we together?
Just a minute, I finalize.
Okay. Rutwin, now are you okay?
Fred, if you would go back and share the report summary.
It's here.
Okay. Let me look at the formula. So at the report summary, up to there I'm okay.
Yeah.
So the next item is the match type. So I go back to the data sheet, right?
So you see
After the B3.
when you integrate to B3, yeah? Let me tell you what rows report summary B3 means. Yeah? This is the lookup value that you are trying to find or to match. Yeah. Then after you've highlighted B3, now where does that value lie in your data set? So in our data here, when you go to data, you'll find that it's column A where our answer lies. So you click on it's column A like that. So let me just remove this. Have you now understood?
I'm getting the formula is missing an opening or closing parenthesis.
Parentheses. Have you
Parenthesis.
closed with two brackets at the end?
I've done one. Let me add another one. We've entered too few arguments for this function.
Are you in a position to share your screen, please?
Yes, yes.
Share now.
Can you see my screen?
No, I can't. Yeah, it's now coming. It's dark. Yeah, I can see now.
So this is my formula. Maybe you can check where I've missed it.
What if you press enter? What are you getting? Just begin typing the formula again so that I direct you. Is equals to index. So array, go to data. Scroll to Q, column Q.
I've highlighted.
You just in the data, but you haven't clicked on column Q.
I have.
Okay, put F4.
My F4 does not function in this, so I use the dollar sign.
Just use the dollar sign instead. Yeah, like that. And then put a comma.
Do I put a comma?
Yeah, put a comma. Now introduce the match. And then the match value is go to report summary. So
I have.
it's B3. So put a dollar sign before B3. Comma after B3. And then I know it's asking you for the lookup array. Go to data.
Sorry? Oh,
Go
data.
to data. Yeah. Let column A. Yeah. Locate.
Then I put 2 brackets.
comma. Then 0 or exact match. Close bracket.
They should be 2.
Yeah.
Same or different?
Just put two brackets. Add another one. Yeah, like that. Present.
There is an error in the formula you entered.
Which error is it?
Make sure you've included all the required parentheses and arguments. Number 2, verify any reference to another sheet will work. If you aren't entering a formula, then avoid the equal sign or minus sign at the start of the text.
Okay. Anyway, Caro, are you getting the same problem as Winnie?
No, mine is saying not applicable.
Yeah.
And I'm doing exactly, the formula is correct. I've been following, but now it's not applicable. I don't know whether it is because of I can see this doesn't have much space, just a single space where the order is. I don't know whether maybe that is the reason.
Maybe there are some spaces in your
I think I'll check because I've gotten the concept. Huh?
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of checking where the error could be.
I think that is the issue. So, but I think the formula that you've just typed is correct. So you see on my end, you see this is the formula and it's bringing me the correct answer. So you begin by index, highlighting the array where your answer lies, and then you match. Yeah. So I can autofill this. So I want us to now to try the one for cost, now to find the cost of this order. So I want also you to find from your end and see whether you are getting still the same error. Is equals to index. So index, what are we looking for? The array is the cost. So we go to data where we have the item cost, that is column C. And then we introduce the match. After we introduce the match, we specify the lookup value like this, then put a $sign like that. The lookup array is A, column A. Just put F4 and you want an exact match, and then close the bracket like that. Okay, I get the cost. So just auto fill like this. So we found the cost of these orders. So try on your end to see if you are getting the answer.
Fred?
Yeah.
After the report summary, we go to data and choose which column.
Yeah, of course.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
We choose which column?
It's column A that contains the order
After the
IDs.
report summary?
Yeah, you report summary, you indicate the order that you are looking for, B3. You click on cell B3.
Okay.
And you put a $sign. Then, after that, you go to data sheet, and then I highlight column A, select column A. And then put a comma, and then 0 to specify it's an exact match. Close brackets.
I'm still getting the same error.
Caro,
So
can you
I
share
don't
your
know whether
screen?
it's.
Caro, can you share your screen, please?
Okay, a minute.
Okay, let us start from
You are
delivery
able to
days.
see?
Yeah, I can
Are
see
you?
yours. Yeah, I
Okay.
can see. Let's start even from delivery days. I see whether same problem still persists. Is equals to index. And then the array, go to data, highlight delivery days, select delivery days, like that. Like that, match B3, put a $sign there, then comma, go to data, highlight column A, select column A, F4, F4, comma, 0, and then like that. So it says NA, it did not find that value.
Yes.
Maybe try autofilling that value downwards and see if
Okay.
if maybe other values return the result. Okay, I can see that is order 170, 49, 179. Can you actually try doing it in another cell?
I do it outside the table.
Yeah, just so that maybe you can confirm maybe. Yeah. Go to data. Go to data. F4 and then into comma and then match. Match. Then value it's the order, that is B3. Is it B3 that you've selected? It's not B3. Select, that is Q. And then column A. F4. F4. Okay. Then like that. Don't cut. Enter. I can see report summary mara mbili.
Let me repeat. I don't know what has gone wrong.
Okay. Go to column A in the data. Data column A. Press F4. Still giving you an error. I don't know what could be the problem. So can you try copy that value? That is the first order. Yeah, the same order. That is 049,179.
We continue. I'll check out where the problem is coming from.
Yeah, maybe. So, but the formula is correct, absolutely correct. So let's just.
for me, Fred, when I work outside the table in a different sheet,
Yeah.
I'm able to get the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether I'm supposed to create another table.
Yeah, you can create your own table. You remember I told you were supposed to create your own table, only that you are unable to, because when you try to copy and paste from the practice Excel file, so you are not actually able to paste those order numbers. So, but you can just create your own.
Does your table have formulas? Maybe I can just copy it and paste it in another sheet.
The table, it doesn't. The one that I shared,
Yeah.
it doesn't have formulas.
Okay.
Maybe you can just copy it and put it in another sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Caro, you can try doing that. You see, if for Ruth, it has actually brought the results.
Yeah, I'll try and work out in another table.
Yeah. So it's good if you can get the result, Ruthwin. So let me share my screen and we continue. Hope you can see my screen. So the next thing is for us to find the price of that order. So we'll use index. Index, now the array is the price now. Item price, that's column DD. F4, put F4. And then we introduce the match function. So the match function, the lookup value is this, P3, like that. And then the lookup array is column A, F4, and you want an exact match. So that is it. It's just following the same concept as we did it for the cost and delivery days. So autofill downwards like this. Yeah. Then the order date. When was this order ordered? So is equals to index. Index, now the array is the order date. Then put an F4 here. And then the other thing, you introduce the match function. So the match function, the lookup value is this. Put just a $sign before B3, like that. Then we are looking this array in column A, F4. Then we want an exact match. So this is a date. So you can see this this order was made on 1st January 2019. So when I autofill, I get the dates in which these orders were made. So then when was this order delivered is equals to indirect is equals to index, is equals to index, come to data, you have delivery date, that is delivery due, column G. and then introduce the match function. So this is the value, the lookup value. Put F4 here. And then after doing that, we go for the lookup array in our data. Put F4. And then you want an exact match. So you can see it is giving me a number, but you have to change it into a date. So go to home, under general, so choose that drop down, click on the drop down, and then you choose short date. So this cell was made on January 7, 2019. So this is the date in which this order was delivered. So the customer name, that is the customer who made this order, is equals to index, and then it will ask you for the array. So array is the customer name. So it's column H. Put F4, then introduce the match function. Then the value is B3. Put F4, then the lookup array is this column A. And then you want an exact match. So Evan Ward was the one who made this order. So just autofill to get the names of the others. The state we will type is equals to index. The index, then so we have the customer state. This is column I. So just put F4 here and introduce the match function. Then the value is that. Put a $sign there. Then the lookup array is this F4. Then the match type is an exact match, like that. So the state in which this order or where this customer comes from is California. Autofill to get the other states. The country we'll use is equals to index. So we go to data, where we have customer country, that's column J. Select that column and then introduce the match function. Then after doing that, you specify the lookup value, which is B3. Put a $sign here, then comma. Then where is the lookup array? It's column A. Put an F4. You want an exact match, like that. So it's United States. So the customer comes in from the United States. So autofill downwards. So Other customers are coming from United Kingdom, Australia, Canada. Yeah. Then the profit may be generated from that order is index. So you go to data, highlight profit, select the profit data, and then it's F4. And then after doing that, you introduce the match function. Then the value is this. So comma, then go to the array, that is F4, and you want an exact match. So that's the profit that was made from that order, autofill downwards, and you're done. So with this, you've answered the first question that your sales manager wanted to know. He wanted to know the delivery days, the cost, price, order date, delivery date, customer name, state, country, and profit of these orders. So hope you are finding it now. I think now the concept is sticking. You can be able to do this. Ruth, you've just joined. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we are still in index and match. So we are trying to solve the first question in our practice data that I shared. So tuko katikati.
Fred,
Yes.
can you get me on how to change numbers to dates?
Numbers to date. So select that cell. Go to home. So you see where we have general.
Yeah.
Just click on the drop down. Then choose short date.
Short date.
Yes.
I can't see the short date. What I can find is the date that is in full 2019-01-01, and then I have another date 1/1.
So you see, I hope you can see my screen here.
It's not so clear.
You see, we have this option. This is short date and long date. Yeah. So choose short date.
Mine doesn't have that. Maybe I check on more number formats.
Maybe you can share your screen, please. Caro, are you still stuck, or you found the solution when you try pasting the?
I'm okay.
You are okay, yeah?
Yes, I'm okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. So click on the order date, the date, yeah, go to home. go to home, go general.
So this is what I'm telling you. I don't have a short date or a long date. I just have a date that's starting with the year, and then there is this one.
What about if you select the first one?
This one.
Yeah.
So I'll get the dates in that format.
Try out filling it downwards. Yeah, you can go with
That's
first.
okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So Ruth, hope you now you are in a position. Maybe I am hoping that you've downloaded the data and you have the practice.
Yes, I've downloaded.
Yeah.
I'm just centering in now.
Okay. Hope you'll be able to catch up because it's simply the same concept, but now we are solving a different.
It's okay. There's a recording, right?
Yeah, I'm recording, though, there are times when I have to pause, maybe something isn't working. So maybe when you are hearing that recording, you might have to skip some sections. Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. What I mean is that it is not that continuous, because there are times when we pause, maybe you've encountered a challenge, so we are trying to see a way out of that, you see. So it's not that continuous flow.
Okay, I'll try to follow.
Yeah. So just complete that table, the first table. So this is Ruth, we've solved the first question, whereby the sales manager wanted to know the days it took to deliver this order. So the cost, the price, the order date, delivery, customer name, state, country, and profit of these particular orders. So we saw this is the best approach you can solve such a problem using the index and match. So hope when we repeat the same, because that's the same concept, but now we are doing the second question, whereby we've been given the order IDs and we want to know the product that was bought on this order ID. So in the sales data, you will realize that there is no maybe in your data, can you see product category from your set sheet, sales data? So make sure you have that column for product category and product. So let us try to solve this. So we want to know the product that was sold. So is equals to index. So it will ask for the array. So where are we looking for this answer? So we'll go to data and scroll to where we have product. So navigate to where we have product. Mine is column L. Select that column. Then put an F4 there. And then after that, introduce now the match function. So the match function asks you for the lookup value. So select the lookup value is this, like that. So what is the lookup array? The lookup array, where we can find the order number, is column A. So put F4 and indicate you are looking for an exact match, like that. So you can see the product that was ordered was women's mountain shorts L. So that is the product that was ordered. So we've used index and match to know the product that was ordered given this order ID. So let's autofill this to get other products. So the second order, you can see it's mountain tire tube that was ordered. So let's see the model, find out the model for this order. So is equals to index, and then so go to data, where we have the model, that's column O, select column O, and then introduce the match function, like that, the $sign before B16, put a comma, then go to your data, then you select the lookup array, which is column A, put F4. So you are looking for an exact match. So we can see the model. It is women's mountain shorts. So we can autofill this to find the other models for this order IDs. So the number of days it took to deliver these orders, we shall also use index. So index, and then we go to data, select delivery days, put F4 there, and then introduce the match function, and then this is the match value, that is, put a $sign there. Then the lookup array is data, the lookup array is this, put F4 an exact match. That. So it took 7 days to deliver this order. So that's it. You can see another it took 4 days. The other one it took 14 days to deliver the order. So product category of this order, let's use again is equals to index. So I go to data where I have product category. Okay. I see here product category. Yeah, I have product category here. Then put an F4. Then after doing that, introduce the match function. The match function, then the value that you are looking for is at B16. Put a dollar sign, comma, then the array where your value is found is this, and you want an exact match. So this order was, the product category was clothing. Yeah, clothing, autofill downwards for other orders. So you can see the second order was accessories, the fourth order was bikes. Customer name, the person who, or the customer who bought this product, we shall say is equals to index. Go to data where we have customer name here. Put an F4 there, then introduce the match function. Then the match value is this. The lookup array is that. And then you want an exact match. So Harley Evans was the one who made this order. Autofill downwards to get for other orders. Country, where does this customer come from? Is equals to index. So come here and select customer country. It's Kalamjee. Put an F4 here. Then after doing that, introduce now the match and indicate that you are looking for. Then comma. Then you look up for the lookup array. It's column A. Put an F4. We want an exact match like that. So the customer comes from the United States. So we can see other come from Germany and another one from Australia, another one from Canada, another France. Yeah. So what was the product color? Is equals to index. So we go to data where we have color, product color. So this is the product color. Highlight like that. Then introduce the match. So the match value is this. And then comma. Then the lookup array is this. Put an F4 and you want an exact match like that. So the color of the product that was ordered was black. So NA means there was more color for that. Yeah. You can see another was blue color. So which month was this order made? So is equals to index. So after doing the index, you come to data where we have month, column F, put an F4, and then introduce the match function. This is the lookup value, and the lookup array is this. So put an F4 there, comma, you want an exact match. So the sale was made in the month of August. So what about the other orders? They were made in the month of November. And then we have profit. Profit, the same formula is equals to index. And then after we've done that, we go to our data where we have profit. We put a comma, introduce match. So this is the match value or the lookup value that we're looking for. Put a comma here. Then the lookup array, just navigate, select column A, put an F4, and you want an exact match. And is there. So the profit made from this order was 43 shillings or $43 out of it for the rest of the orders. So you can see we've been able to solve the first question and the second question using this index and match function. Are we together up to that point, or any difficulty if you are experiencing any challenge? Carol, are you okay up to that point? And Ruth? Hello? Hello, Ruth?
Hi.
You're okay?
Yes, yes, I'm okay.
Carol and Ruthwin?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay as well.
Okay, so that's great. So you can see how we've utilized index and match function to come up with a solution to this problem. So it will actually be cumbersome for you to do this without using the lookup function, because that will imply maybe you go order one by one so that you can be able to maybe answer this question. So but you see now with the index and match, you've been able to solve this problem. And I know when you've mastered this won't take you a lot of time to do. So that is how important these lookup functions are. So I want you to try for the last question. That is, you find you've been provided with these order IDs, and you have to find the price, the cost, and the product subcategory. So that I will leave it to you. It will be an assignment for you. Will you be able to do that?
Personally, I will try.
Hello? Hope you'll be in a position to do that.
Yes, I will attempt.
Yeah. Okay. So that's great. So we have another formula called the X match. It also works the same way as index and match. So you can use X match also to come up with a solution to this problem. So let me just copy this table. I'm copying the table alone. Go to a different sheet. And paste it here. So that is it. So let me erase this. So I label this. This sheet will be for XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP. So let me share this. So the function of XLOOKUP, it searches for a range or an array, and then it returns the value corresponding to the first match it finds. So this is the syntax for using XLOOKUP. So you start by typing is equals to XLOOKUP, the value you are looking up for, and then the lookup array and the return array. You can leave the value if not found. You see, when you see in Excel formula, when you see the curly bracket, that is the square bracket, it means that argument is optional. So you can either decide to leave it or include it. So let us analyze the first argument, that is the lookup value. So the value that you are searching for is called the lookup value, and it is a must for you to specify the lookup value. And then we have the lookup array, that is the second argument in the X lookup function. So the lookup array is where to search for the value you are looking for. So it is an array or the range that you want to search. And then required array, it's the array or range to return. So the other one is optional. You can see it's optional. So if that value is not found, what should Excel return? Maybe you may specify if that value is not there, return an NA, for example. Yeah. So we will try and see how we can use the XLOOKUP to solve, for example, our first problem. So let's try that. It seems easy. is equals to X lookup. So when you specify is equals to X lookup, so the first argument is the lookup value. Which value are you looking for? So in our case, since we've been given the order IDs, we are looking for that value. So I highlight I want that value, that is B3. Let me just put a $sign for autofilling downwards. And then where should we find this order number? So we go to data. This order can be found in A, column A. So select column A, put F4. So the next argument is the return array. Remember, we are looking for delivery days. So delivery days is what we want to be returned in this cell, that is cell C3. So we go to data. So we had delivery days here. Put an F4. And then value if not returned, maybe you can specify, maybe you want to return an NA or value not found. But remember that option is it's actually optional. So I can just decide to leave it there. So just close the bracket and hit enter. You see, I've gotten the result. So it took 6 days to deliver this order. So I can autofill downwards like that. So when you see when I'm using the X lookup, and on the other sheet where I had my report summary, you see I used index and match, and I got the same result. Here I'm using X lookup. I'm still getting the same result. So it's upon you to choose which one do you prefer. So either you see the X lookup is easier to use, or the index and match. So you see how it's working. Yeah. So let us now return the cost. So how much did this order cost? So let's apply the X lookup. So we are looking for this value, that is value B3. Looking for value B3, then the lookup array. So we'll go to data. So the order ID is in column A. So just select column A, the whole of it, and put an F4. So the next argument is the return array. So the value that we are looking for, remember we want to return the cost. So you go to data where we have cost, that is item cost. That's column C. Select column C like that. Put an F4. So just like that. For example, by default, that is the whole syntax. If maybe you want to specify, if maybe we do not find a given value, maybe you can specify it to return an NA. But for now, up to there, it's just okay. Just close the bracket. So you can see this order costed 605.65. So I can autofill for the rest of the orders. You can do the same for price is equals to X lookup. So the lookup value is this. And then After doing the X lookup, the next argument is the lookup array. So the lookup array is column A, and then just put a comma like that. And then the return array, remember we are looking for price. So where is my price? Here is the item price. Put an F4, just like that, and you are done. Press and enter. So the price is that. Autofill. Order date, you do the same thing. Is equals to X lookup for this. And then the lookup array is column A. And then the return array, remember we are looking for the order date. So the order date is this. Yeah. Let's put an F4 and close the bracket. So it is 1st January 2019. Autofill for the rest of the orders. Then when was this order delivered? Is equals to X lookup. So choose this $. So the lookup value is this. And then the return array. So return array, remember we are looking for the delivery date. So it's this. Put an F1, close the bracket. We get when this order was delivered. It was delivered on that. Then the customer name was to X lookup. Looking for this. Put an F4, a $sign here. Sorry. Then specify the array is this. And then the return array, remember we are looking for the customer name. So customer name is here. Let's put an F4. Close the bracket. So the customer name was Evan Ward. So where does he come from? The state. That's X lookup. So we're looking for this. And then the lookup array is in this data here. Then the return array, we are looking at the customer state. And F1, just close the bracket. So the customer comes from California, autofill downwards. And then country, X lookup value is that. And then choose the lookup array, that is that. Put an F4. The return array, remember it's customer country. Customer country, just put F4 and close the bracket. So come here, customer country. close bracket. So the customer comes from the United States. Profit X lookup. So lookup value is this. And then the lookup array is in this data here. Put an F4. Then the return array, remember we're looking for profit. Profit is column P. Put an F4 like that. Close the bracket. So you've got your result. So you see how easy it is to use the X lookup. So maybe any question from you, whether you've understood or you need any clarification on X lookup, it's really easy. Have you understood, Carol and Ruth and Ruth Wawili?
Yes, I'm okay. I did understood. As you have said that X lookup is easy.
Yeah, it is easier. Maybe if you find the index and match, maybe if it's complicated, try using X lookup. Yeah. You see, we've gotten the same results, yeah? So you can compare the results. That is for X lookup, and also maybe for index and match. You can see the results are the same. So I've used the X lookup maybe to solve the first question. So you will do the same for the second question. So that I'll leave it as an assignment. So you'll do the second question, which is this. So you do this question using the X lookup function, or you can just try both the X and index and match, whichever works for you. And then for number 2, then for the first question where we were using the index and match, there's that question number 2, Roman 2. That is the price, cost, and product subcategory for the above orders. That is this. Here we did not fill this. So try doing this using index and match. But for X lookup, do the whole of question 2. I mean do the whole of question 2 using the X lookup, except for this. Is it okay?
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So I know you've understood now and you've seen the steps that we've just used. So how is it so far? How are you finding it? We've come to the end of the session, so I want to end there.
For me, I'd say it's engaging. It needs a lot of practice, but it's not hard once you understand. It's not hard. You just need to understand what you're doing, what you're looking for.
Yeah, sure. You need to understand. With Excel formulas, you can never cram Excel formulas. So just understanding what you want and how you can combine those formulas. So you can never cram a formula in Excel. Yeah. Carol, are you finding it easy, hard?
I would say easy or harder, but as Ruth has put it, you have to practice for you to be able, and also to understand, for you to be able to solve questions and to solve situations that you can come along.
Okay, so that's you can practice using the Excel data that I've provided. So, and if at all you need more of that, kindly let me know so that I can compose other questions using different data sets. Ruthwin?
For me, I think compared to yesterday, today is better. At least I have understood the formulas. So I think going forward, practice will make it better.
Sure. So you can do the practice exercise tomorrow and over the weekend, and I believe by Monday you will be through. So let me know if you are experiencing any challenges. You can call, you can text me on WhatsApp. Okay, let us call it a day.
Are you going to share the XLOOKUP notes? I saw you have some notes with you.
For XLOOKUP, yeah?
Yeah.
It's just a snapshot. It's just one page.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe
We can find it online, or you can just share.
maybe I can just take a snapshot and share on WhatsApp. Because
Okay.
it's just one page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fred, but I have a special request. I would request if you can be sending us those links, because sometimes one would want to, okay, you might encounter a question or something you want to solve, and you remember that maybe a certain lesson you covered this, and then you can want to refresh on it.
Yeah. So I'll send for today session. So, but kindly, when you are watching the tutorial, the recordings, you will realize maybe there are some interruptions. Maybe we reach at some point and maybe we stop. Maybe you encountered a challenge. So in the process, maybe we were solving that. So just be prudent, maybe to navigate fully so that you can get the full content.
I think to me that is not an issue, because you see those things that we have to do when we are in a class, so we'll be able to skip such interruptions. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So I'll share the link for this class for today. I'll actually share. So maybe by tomorrow I'll have shared. Maybe tomorrow evening.
Okay, Fred.
Yeah.
From my end,
Uh-huh.
I don't seem to have the XLOOKUP function in my Excel. Is there an alternative way on how to go about it?
Oh, which version of Excel are you using?
I'm using 2019.
2019 is the latest. I suppose it could be there.
Or maybe let me try over the weekend. If I don't find the function,
Yeah.
I'll let you know. But right now, I can't find the function.
But in the meantime, you can use index and match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you all have a lovely evening and a nice weekend. We meet on Monday.
You too. Thank you.